In Temple, a deadly motorcycle crash left one person dead. It happened this morning around 12:30 in the 4400 block of South I-35. Investigators believe 24-year-old James Smith lost control of his motorcycle and crashed near mile marker 297.
It does mark the fourth death on I-35 this week alone, but what makes this stretch of highway so dangerous? Channel 6 News reporter Chris Rogers joins us now with more. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Doug, Leslie. The I-35 corridor is among the most traveled roadways in Texas, but as we know all too well, traffic and construction causes more than just headaches and long commutes. As we saw firsthand this week, it all too often results in tragedy as well. It's been a deadly week on I-35 with two separate crashes claiming the lives of 4 people. According to the latest numbers from TxDOT, there have been at least 13 fatalities on the stretch of I-35 between Salado and West since the beginning of the year. That's up significantly from last year's totals. TxDOT says oftentimes the crashes can be traced back to a handful of factors.
Speeding, driving under the influence, and distracted driving. That's what we want people to be aware of. That's what we want people to really work to eliminate as much as possible.
So we asked truck drivers who travel I-35 on a regular basis if they feel safe on the highway.
When I get this construction done.
For the most part, it's good, but in the construction areas, it's really, really tight.
Those construction zones are all too familiar for Central Texas drivers and don't just cause headaches for your daily commute, they also add another potential hazard when maneuvering an already high-risk roadway. TxDOT says they are trying to take steps to keep those areas as safe as possible.
We're really looking at our work zones. So one of the things that has happened is that the speed limit has been lowered in our work zones. As we complete those various areas, those various segments, the speed limit increases. So it is one of those things that we have lowered the speed limit, but by the same token, motorists have to drive to conditions.
But in the meantime, take it from those who maneuver the maze of I-35 on a daily basis.
Slow down. It's the best advice I can give you. Slow down. Take your time. Don't let things get to you. Don't be in so much of a rush.
Now, Doug and Leslie, as for that fatal semi-wreck that happened earlier this week, I spoke to the family spokesperson and attorney of the driver of that truck earlier today over the phone. And although she wouldn't comment on the safety of I-35 because of possible pending litigation, she did say this has been a tragic week for everybody involved. Doug, Leslie.
All right. Thank you, Chris.